Hello once again. I'm totally done doing Meeting Slaves videos on him because I've said what I've said and I'm not going to do any more towards him. But this video is towards one of the biggest fucking hypocrites of being a wrestling fan of all time, and his fanboys are just as clueless and mindless fucktards that don't know jack shit about wrestling whatsoever. His name is WrestlingJesus. Why I say he's a fucking hypocrite? He fucking bashes one of the greatest wrestlers of all time in the business and really has worked his ass off to become the people's champion, The Rock, which, in my opinion, he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. But you fucking just clearly bash this guy, and your fanboys that agree with you are just nothing more than fucking WrestlingJesus ass kissers, and they're just fucking as dumb and as fucking pathetic as you are. You know, my number one favorite wrestler of all time has been The Undertaker, still to this day. Then it's Stone Cold, then it's The Rock. But you want to come on here and say all this type of bullshit, just running your fucking mouth and blah blah blah, you know. If The Rock is such a shitty wrestler, how come he's one of the best in the business? And secondly, how come he's fucking much better than CM Punk? Because I think CM Punk is very highly overrated as a wrestler, and I'm really getting sick and tired of seeing him be the WWE champion over and over again, because if he's such a great wrestler, how come he has to have three other groups of guys named The Shield making him win that title every single time? Did The Rock do that, or The Undertaker, or Stone Cold Steve Austin? No, because three of these guys can handle their own battles a lot better than CM Punk. And three of these guys have so much more talent than your fucking overrated CM Punk does. You just want to come on here thinking you're a big tough shot. All you are is a fucking hypocrite piece of fucking shit that shouldn't be even called a wrestling fan. You shouldn't even name yourself WrestlingJesus. You should have named yourself the WrestlingHypocrite. That's exactly what you are. And especially your faggot ass boyfriend, the Hulkster, as well. You guys come on here and you say bad shit about wrestlers, just trying to piss people off, because this is what both of your dumbasses live for: more views and more subscribers, which I find literally fucking pathetic. If you have to stoop down so damn low to being an asshole on here, then what the fuck are you doing on this site? Man, fucking leave. YouTube would be a better place without fucking WrestlingJesus and his stupid dumbass fanboys as well. I mean, if you're going to be a hypocrite towards a wrestler that everybody knows and likes, then shut the fuck up. God, it's people like you that make YouTube a fucking bad place. Especially the way the Hulkster is as well. And your fanboys as well, WrestlingJesus. I mean, give me a fucking break. The Rock sucks? You're fucking stupid. Because The Rock has been one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, and he earned his name by being called the People's Champion. And he worked very hard for that. The Undertaker worked very hard of himself being called the Phenom, the Dead Man, Lord of Darkness back in those days of the Attitude Era. And Stone Cold worked his ass off by being called the toughest SOB, or you call him the rattlesnake. But three of these guys in the Attitude Era were three of the most popular guys of all time, but you want to clearly just bash The Rock because that's how much of a fucking asshole you really are. I mean, I may not watch WWE as much as I used to, Wrestling Jesus, but The Rock is a lot more of a better wrestler than CM Punk is. But you don't want to realize that, because this is how much of a fucking dumbass you really are. Because if it wasn't for wrestlers being in the Attitude Era, Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, X-Pac, the Road Dogg, China, there's many wrestlers that were in the Attitude Era back then, especially JBL and Farouk back then. Gosh, and that was what Attitude Era started in '97. A long time ago. That's been, 16 years ago is when the Attitude Era started. And as well for Triple H, I'm giving him credit. Not a fan of Triple H, but if it wasn't for those 11 wrestlers, the Attitude Era would never have been as big as it was, and it would have never been as popular as it was way back then. You know, it's fucking stupid that somebody like you wants to bash an Attitude Era big, huge superstar like The Rock just because of him being in the PG era of the WWE, which I find very idiotic and very fucking stupid. Because to me, he's still The Rock to me, no matter fucking what you say, asshole. And it doesn't change the fact that The Rock is still one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. You piece of fucking shit. Because CM Punk, what does he have on The Rock? Tell me. In my opinion, he was never that talented, never that great in the WWE. I'm not hating on CM Punk, I just am not a fan of CM Punk. If you're a fan, that's cool. I just don't find his wrestling ability to be that great. But the thing is, my problem is with you, Wrestling Jesus, you never accept other people's opinions as opinions. And you can't handle fucking criticism very well either when someone calls you out on your fucking stupid ass bullshit, because clearly you get fucking mad and pissed off and bash other people's opinions about wrestling or wrestlers, and that's not being a wrestling fan. That's clearly being a fucking asshole and a hypocrite. You're not funny. I don't care what anybody says. Your fanboys that think you're funny are fucking retarded. Just like you are. You don't know what the difference is of having an opinion really is, and running your fucking mouth. Having an opinion is speaking your thoughts of what you like or what you don't like, and clearly say why you like it or why you don't like it. Not hard to figure out, Wrestling Jesus. But you, on the other hand, are the fucking biggest hypocritical piece of shit wrestling fan I have ever seen in my life. How fucking dare you bash The Rock? And I'm sorry, CM Punk is nowhere near The Rock's level, and never will be. And he's not better than The Undertaker, as I'm going to say right now, because The Undertaker is a much more better wrestler, more established, and has more talent and more going for himself, just like The Rock still does. Do me a favor, Wrestling Jesus. Why don't you actually get a fucking life and fucking do something with it? Instead of being on the internet every single fucking day, 24/7. I might make videos here and there, but it's like every probably 2 days or so. But I'm not on YouTube every day making a video saying the same shit like you do. It's because outside of YouTube, I actually have a fucking life. I don't want to make videos every day. For me, that gets fucking boring and old after a while. But you come on here, it's a video every single day, because you live for YouTube, because that is the only thing that you ever do. You can't go outside and get a breath of fresh air, or go out and watch a movie at the theater or something, or go to the library or to the video store or grocery shopping. God, you are fucking pathetic. You really are. I mean, it doesn't kill me. I gotta take my dog to the vet to see what's causing him to get sick and shit like that, or getting him neutered, which cost me $312. You know, that's things I gotta do, and that's my expenses. You know, that's the reasons I can't be on YouTube, because I have a dog to take care of. I am getting my own place next week on a Friday with 2 other people. One girl, she's about 42 years old, and probably might be going out with her or something and doing stuff together. And one's another guy living there. He's about 52 years old, blind, can't really see. So, but the thing is, I've been wanting to get my own place for 13 years, since 1999, and it's finally coming around, and I'm going to be really relieved to have my own place, my own bedroom, and living with 2 other people. I'm not going to really have a problem with that, you see. But that's the thing. By the time I moved out here next week, I'll have my own place with 2 other people. What you're going to do? Continue to make fucking the same old generic shitty ass fucking videos just to make a fucking complete idiot of yourself, because you have nothing else better to do. See, I have more fun going out watching a movie with people, playing board games with other people, taking my dog to the vet, taking him to the groomer, which is like $25 that I pay for, usually to have him get him bath and get his toenails clipped and some of his hair a little bit trimmed and stuff like that. You know, that to me is actually doing something with my life. So how many things do I do with my life? Feed my dog, I water my dog, I take my dog outside, I play with my dog with the rope or with the squeaky bone toy, or sometimes I'll play with him with the sheet just to cover him up and kind of just play roughhouse with him for fun. I buy his dog food. I other things I do in my life. I get groceries at Kroger basically almost all the time. I get my milk at Dollar General for like $3.15. If they're not open, I get it at Walmart, which is highly expensive, like $3.48 for a gallon of 2%. It's quite high. I buy coffee at Dollar General for like $5.50. I go to the library, rent CDs out, or movies out, or books out. I go to the theater to watch a movie with my therapist or with other people. What else do I do? Go to the art museum as well. Go outside and get a breath of fresh air. That's all these things I actually do with myself than being on YouTube every single day. But the thing is, you can't accomplish anything with your life because you're a fucking low down scumbag, pathetic fucking loser who thinks that he's better than everybody else and will never grow up. You know, I'm 32 years old and I don't act like I'm immature or better than everybody else. What sense does that make, and where does that really actually get you? Oh, that's right. More and more hate. If you didn't like YouTube Wrestling Jesus, you wouldn't be making videos every single day on here whatsoever. But you don't have a life. And other reasons I find you fucking just pathetic is because when someone really disagrees with you, all this type of fucking bullshit, you get pissed off at them, cuss them out, call them stupid, immature names. Yeah, you're a fucking asshole, is what you really are. You haven't amounted to anything with your life, just fucking zilch, nada, because you can't find the time of day to actually accomplish something with your life. I mean, you tell all these other people that are fans of wrestlers like The Rock or John Cena to get a life and get laid. Look at yourself. You're a fucking bum. What? Huh? Okay. I mean, grow up. Seriously. Man, I can't believe there's people like this on YouTube that are just flat out just fucking pathetic and retarded. I mean, I don't even think that I am all high and mighty and better than everybody else because that's not the way I think. The way I think is people can have every right to their opinions no matter what. No matter what they do, at the end of the day, it's their opinion. But that's the difference between me and you, Wrestling Jesus. I'm not a fucking stuck up asshole like you are that wants to come on here and just repeat myself, make the same old dumb fucking generic boring ass, half-ass, biased fucking hypocrite videos that you do, because all in reality, The Rock is a lot better than CM Punk is. So you know what? fuck you, WrestlingJesus, and fuck your dumbass fanboys. You could take your own fucking opinions on your videos and fucking shine them really nice and stick them up your candy ass. You fucking bitch. Fuck off and fucking leave YouTube. And clearly, shut the fuck up. Because you're nothing more than a fucking hypocrite.